Well, hello everyone. We are here at Tulsa Elementary School, a gem of the San Fernando Valley. We are in Local District Northwest, Board District 3, and I'm your board member, Scott Schmerelson. So I've talked a lot about returning to school and what it'll be like. And we are lucky enough to be at a school right now to actually show you how returning to school will look like. And I'd like to introduce Luis. Luis is the plant manager and is doing a fantastic job at this school. Tell us a little bit about this beautiful lawn that you have here, Luis.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. Schmerelson, for our landscaping here. We get gardeners once every 2 weeks, and they're great gardeners. They control the weeds. They manicure my planters. They're just outstanding employees. And in between, I'm there to assist also if there's any fires that need to be put out. We take care of them here on site with our on-site staff.
Yeah, Luis, I know that during the shutdown, the first couple of months, it was really bad because no one was at the schools and the weeds and the grass were growing like crazy. But now everything seems to be under control. So
attendance is half the battle. Being here, being able to report to work daily is huge.
Luis, I noticed there are some circles on this walkway. Could you tell us how that works?
Just to keep people safe and apart from one another. We also have our signs here letting people know that they need to be wearing their masks and practice social distancing, keeping safe, keeping everybody safe.
That's beautiful. Luis, will you lead us into the main office?
Absolutely.
Keeping 6 feet apart, of course. Of course. Okay.
This is our main office lobby here. We have our plexiglass here to separate our lovely SSA over here.
That looks like Carol.
Yeah, that looks like Carol. We have our hand sanitizing station here.
Very, very good.
Got our good airflow going here. Continuous ventilation.
So, Luis, I've talked to the parents about how we're cleaning our rooms, our classrooms, to be safe for the kids. And I believe you're going to take us to a classroom and show us exactly what I've been talking about week after week after week. And you'll explain that to us, if you would.
Absolutely. So disinfecting is very basic. We're doing it 3 times a day, twice during the day, and then once at night with the electrostatic sprayer. Very effective.
So will you demonstrate that for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Gladly.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Look how nice. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Weed free. I'm telling you, you've been doing your job. Weed free. This is really nice. I like gardening, and there's not one weed I could see here. So that's lead us to the classroom.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. You lead the way. 6 feet apart. Okay. You know,
PPE,
Luis is a front-line worker, and these are the people that we really have to thank for coming out and facing all this to make sure it's safe for everybody to come back. So I thank you for that. You
get our appropriate PPE here.
Okay.
So
all right.
would you guys like a demonstration on some disinfecting here?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So here's our classroom. We're also set up in here for social distancing here.
Right.
We have our signage, entrance, exit. So this is our electrostatic sprayer. It disinfects for about 6 to 8 hours. I'll be starting at the back of the room and working my way out.
So were you given training on how to do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's not hit and miss. You have to follow a certain pattern, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Basically start at the rear of the room and work our way out. So we're not trying to walk into the mist.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit all the high touch areas, meaning the light switches, the doorknobs, tops of desks, keyboards, chairs. The beauty about this thing is that the electricity that runs through it, it spreads the chemical from the top to the bottom to underneath the chair, underneath the desk. And it doesn't look like I'm doing much here, but this is really disinfecting all. Just this way, get our high touch areas, our handles here, which are always touched. That's basically the gist of it. That's our electrostatic mister.
And one of the things I've spoken to you many times about is that we are constantly running our units with a special filter to make sure it's being cleaned all day long.
Well, we're glad to have the opportunity to provide increased ventilation within the classrooms and the learning environments, more conducive for learning, of course. What we've done, some of our measures to increase air ventilation is open up the outside air, which is on the backside, from 20% of a state mandate to about 40%. What we've also done, as Mr. Schmerelson said, is we've increased the air filtration capacity from a MERV 8 to a MERV 13, which is a lot more efficient as far as filters go, captures a lot more smaller particulate matter. One other thing that we have incorporated more frequently is a deep cleaning of the HVAC systems. Typically, it's on a 3 or 4 month cycle where we come and dismantle the entire unit, take apart the supply registers at the ductwork, and vacuum and clean everything with a water solution, small soap-based solution.
Cool. Can we get a demonstration outside?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's go outside.
All right. Eddie, about these filters, these look like they're special filters. Tell me about them.
Yes, they actually have a special construction. As I said, they're MERV 13, so the actual media is a lot thicker than your standard MERV 8. Captures a lot more particulate matter.
Wow, I have to compliment him because every time I do that, I lose the screw and I never can find it again. So that was pretty good.
Good job, Fernando.
Pretty good. Thank you. Well, I never realized that you also clean the ductwork. Wow.
Yeah, so we take apart the units on a 4 month cycle to
Wow.
actually deep clean them.
We in Board District 3 do our best to help our schools whenever we can, and we helped our schools this time with new furniture. And I'm just so proud of the quality and the look of this new furniture that certainly brightens up this room and makes this school shine. So our next person we're going to meet is a great guy in local district Northwest.
I'm Steve Mclaughlin. I'm a complex project manager here in Northwest, servicing schools from Kennedy and Granada Hills complexes. Complex project manager in short is basically a liaison. School needs something. That's a phone call to me. And then luckily for me, I'm surrounded by some of the qualified people we've already spoken to today that I can make that phone call and help make that happen to keep our schools functioning, safe, and clean.
We all depend on each other to help us and make us excellent employees at LAUSD. And this class has been so good today that you are off tomorrow. Have a good day, boys.
Thank you. Thank you.